Afternoon guys, it's James here from City Centre Investments. Hope you're really well. So today a lot of people have been asking me, a lot of the international investors have been saying, look, you've got the student development over in Leicester, it's next door to the hospital, it's right next door to the Montfort, it looks a bit too good to be true. So I've said, well look, let me go up, let me do a little bit of filming, no editing, and let me tell you what it's all about. So we're on site now. Now phase 2 is going to be ready for August 2016. Phase 1 was incredible, it sold out in record time, and that's ready for August 2015. We'll show you that as well, just a little bit later on. Let me tell you about phase 2. So phase 2 it's 159 units, purposely built for students and postgraduates. It's quite a unique development in the way that the units are typically about 19% bigger than your normal student developments, and they come fully contained. So the student themselves have got their own bathroom, their own kitchens, their own spacious living area, obviously with bedroom, and the units come fully kitted out, and we're going to go walk around to the show unit, and we'll obviously see that. The development itself, it's fully contained, so you're going to have a concierge, security, business study area, games room, all on site. Now these developments are new into the market. A lot of pension funds are buying into them, a lot of funds are coming in, and they're buying out floors. The reason being is the high rental returns, and a lot of the information you would have read already, you will be able to see that. But the key thing for me here, and why we don't promote a lot of other developments, is the location. You can't get any closer to campus than unless you were buying on campus yourself, which, as we know, you can't do that. So let me just give you an idea. So this is phase 2. This is the actual building that's going to be getting knocked down in the next couple of weeks, and then phase 2 will start construction. Phase 1 is just over there, as you'll be able to see, which is currently well under construction at the present moment in time. The hospital, if you swing over to my right, is right there across the road. You can't really ask for any closer than going across to that. And I'll show you De Montfort, because we're going to walk around and we're going to show you, and then I'll show you how quick and how close you are to De Montfort University. Okay guys, so now we're inside actually one of the units that the students will typically live in for 51 weeks a year, more obviously if they're staying on at the actual university itself. Now this is a unit that's in phase 1, not phase 2. The units here are about 40 square foot smaller than what will be going in phase 2, and phase 2 will actually be finished at a much higher standard than this as well. It's quite important to know that, because as you will soon see and you look around, this is quite spacious and quite luxurious for a student. But a lot of the students here that are coming in to rent this development are coming in from overseas. In De Montfort itself, the 23,000 students that are there, about 10% are actually coming in from overseas. So they do want more luxurious and they do want extra space. So let's have a look around, let's see what it's all about. So, obviously coming over here, you know what this is the kitchen. This is how it all comes, the downlighters, plenty of storage, you know, obviously even in our own kitchens we want storage, but lots of storage itself, your sink, your hob, your fridge with small freezer that's more than spacious, microwave. You'll probably be thinking, where's the oven? And where's the washing machine? Okay, naturally students don't particularly cook in general, and obviously you don't want them, burning the place down as well. So there's no ovens. The microwave's more than convenient. A lot of student research has told us, and students themselves have said they'll either eat out. There's a lot of cheap places to eat out in Leicester. The town centre is literally a 5-minute walk away, and all they want to do is have a nice microwave that they can do that. In regards to washing machines, we don't like washing machines in student developments. There's a laundrette downstairs where the foyer is, with a concierge in the games room. So if what we don't want to do is find there's a leak on the 4th floor and it's not reported to the management company who will be based on site for 3 months, and then you find that all the units are being damaged. So every little trick is being done. If students you might be thinking, right, well, what about parties? What's going to happen here? So everything's as an intercom into the development as well. The good thing about this is that they can answer it, but the students must go down to let them in, so there's no tailgating. They can't then allow everyone to come in and not know who they are. Obviously the security after concierge is finished as well, so you can see there's a lot of emphasis here to make sure it's very well managed and get that nice student that's coming in. So there's the kitchen all together. Obviously, as I mentioned, they have their own bathrooms. Bathroom obviously as it is, toilet, sink, walk-in shower as well. Let's come down into the actual sort of living area here. So, give you a bit of space. So here's the living area. Workstations, TV. As you're seeing this unit, is how it comes kitted out for you. The only thing that it doesn't come with is the linen that you're seeing on the bed, the pots and the pans, for example. But the management company sell kits to the students for this for around 50-60 quid, which they buy, or as an investor, you can buy and obviously have it all kitted out yourself, from there. The nice thing about it, again, lots of storage as well. There's more storage here, just off the camera, which we'll open up and show you as they're coming round. And obviously you've got the whole workspace area. As I was mentioning, a lot more storage in here as well. Again, a lot of the foreign students, they come with a lot of suitcases, and obviously bags, etc. So storage is quite important. The bed, again, lifts up, so you've got full storage under there. They can put all their suitcases underneath as well. Now, as I mentioned, this unit is actually 40 square feet smaller than the units in phase 2, which is what you're available to purchase at the moment. So when you're thinking about it, the extra 40 square foot creates an extra living, extra living space from here onwards, where there would be a two-seater settee and a table and chairs here with an extended desk space as well. Okay. Now this unit, we're on the ground floor, obviously in phase 1. It's under construction at the moment. You can't get anywhere from it. You walk straight into the construction site. It's being created to show the students what they can get now. This development, phase 1, is already 80% secured for rental from the academic year starting in September, and it's under construction. The students love this place. The rentals absolutely is fantastic for them. It's all inclusive of all their bills. The development itself has high-speed business internet coming into it, and that's one of the top priorities now for students. Believe it or not, we asked a few students and they said they would rather go out with hot water than the internet, because they want to be on Netflix, Skyping, Game of Thrones, all these games that students get into as well. And of course they're studying. It's really important that they've got access. The world is changing and we've got to adapt to it all together. Okay, so while we're in here, the volume's probably a bit better than outside, and I'll show you how close to Montfort it is as well. Let's have a look at the investment. Okay, so the units are starting from £72,500. As we're filming today, they have all gone. The starting price now is from £76,000. Okay, the units are from 250 square feet. Okay, this is actually 209, so as I said, about 40 square feet bigger than what you're looking at the moment you can buy for. For the first 5 years, you're going to get a guaranteed rental of 8% per annum. So let's look at the maths. On a £76,000 unit, you're going to be walking away with £6,000 a year. That's just over £29,000 cash in your bank over the 5 years. The same management company will continue to rent it after year 5 for you, and the rental typically increases with inflation. So at the present moment, we're looking at obviously 1 to 2% per annum. So after year 5, you're going to be looking at a much higher return than 8%. Everything's managed for you. The management company do everything for you, and that 8% is after all the costs minus your ground rent of £250 per annum. Now, a lot of people are saying to me, well, James, we really like it, it's next to the universities, but we keep getting warned away from these developments. Why? What happens if it doesn't rent? And they're great questions, and 100% I totally understand that. If this was a development 20 minutes away from the university, I would not be recommending it. It can be too far, and you're competing with the private rental sector far too much. Here, you are next door to the university, you're next door to the hospital. University of Leicester is literally just another 7 or 8 minute walk across the road. But this is right next door to De Montfort. Over 23,000 students are currently there in 2014 to 2015, with a 5% increase about to arrive. It's got to be set up correctly. The management company, they only rent to students. They don't do a bit of residential, a bit of commercial, and a bit of students. Their pure business plan is on the student market. They have it down to a T. They know what the students want. Now, why do people not like it? Okay, well, let's look at it. Do you have the capital appreciation the same as a 3-bedroom house? No, you don't, is the honest answer, and not many people are going to tell you that. But the difference is here is you can't just go and buy a 3-bedroom house now and put students in it. The councils are changing. They're making it more difficult to put 3 unrelated customers into a house, or students, or different types of tenants altogether. You have an Article 4 legislation that's now in place, and you have to apply for planning permission to do this. Okay, the students want more high-class developments, and this is exactly what's going on here, and this is what we're now being put in place. Right guys, so obviously we've just seen the mock-up unit, obviously that the students can see now, they can get in phase 1. I want to show you now how really close this is to campus at university, which is the big pub. Follow me. This is phase 1, obviously ready in August 2015. Okay, well I think that took all of about 30 to 40 seconds. De Montfort University is right there. If we zoom in, not sure if you can, you'll probably see the Welcome to De Montfort University sign there in the background. And if you just turn it around again, the hospital is right there. So you're in prime location here, and this is what it's all about for this type of investment, is all about the location. So, University Hospital, they're one of the biggest teaching hospitals in Leicester. De Montfort University, directly in front of you. Again guys, we're more than happy obviously to run through all the information. We can arrange visits to see the student unit on Fridays only, but please pick up the phone, give us a call on 0121 295 31 31, and hopefully this has been a little bit of interest to you. We're not interested in doing editing or anything like this, so again, I'm not a video person, but hopefully you found it useful. Thank you.